July is my birthday month, and July is the 4th of July. I mean, two of the most amazing celebrations of the year. I wanted the July dress to be as patriotic as I could possibly make it without like full-blown draping a flag across my body, right? I picked a stripe as a nod to the American flag, and I did a bold red lip, and I did red shoes to incorporate red, white, and blue. Heading down to LA to get fabric for the July dress. Feels a lot like I just finished the June dress. I hope we can find it because there's really no other option for me for July. Okay, so this kind of home decor fabric has bigger patterns, which is why I think that a home decor store will have the bigger stripes that I'm looking for. So I walked into the first upholstery store in LA, looked to my left, and there it was. God bless America. It's like right when we walk in. I want it thick, I want it navy, and it's heavy. It's the fastest we've ever found fabric. It molded really well, even though it was stiff. I added tiny little pleats along the shoulders to give the shoulder structure. I wanted the sleeve structured because the neckline is a structured square. I walked out of the store with this huge, giant, long bolt of fabric. Okay, it's July. I got 10 yards. And I thought time was plenty. I get home, I make the dress. I have a little bit left over. I thought I would have tons left over, and then I used whatever was left over to make the bow. I don't think anyone will be expecting a second full ball gown in a row. I'm gonna slice this down the side and I'm gonna add pockets. So this fabric is an outdoor, kind of an outdoor-indoor fabric. It's thick, but I really like the sheen on it and the way that it drapes and the way that the pleats look. It's heavy, but I feel like it needs to be heavy to have the kind of effect that I want. If I had to guess, I think the dress weighs about 10 to 15 pounds. It's heavy, but it's fun to wear. It's really fun to wear. I ended up doing a bow, and these long ties will come down longer than the gown, just for an added drama. So I'm gonna start creating a pattern for the skirt. I have it pinned how I want it. I like the 3 giant pleats in the front. I want them to kind of take up the full half front of the skirt. The pleats I measured them all, they're about 5.5 inches wide. I was so excited to finally incorporate a bold pattern in one of my monthly dresses. Usually I've just stuck to one solid color, so this one brought in 2 colors and this one brought in a really bold pattern. I added 3 elements to this dress that are my favorite elements of a gown. I added pleats, I added pockets, and I added a bow. I love the look of the bow in the back. And if you can believe it or not, the bow was actually a last-minute addition. It was pretty, but it didn't have the wow factor that I was looking for. And so, I mean, why not add a bow? I mean, never enough drama, right? I think it measures 4 feet wide. It's huge. I made the bow look like bunting on a house, like 4th of July bunting. So I gathered the bow in the very center, kind of like a, what's it called? Accordion. Okay. So I gathered the bow in the middle, like an accordion. So if you kind of fold it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and bunch it up, when you stick the center fabric in the middle, the way it falls looks like bunting, like an accordion. It's the sound that it makes, actually. I haven't opened this section for so long. And look, we have March, April, June, and a little bit of May scattered in there. I need to clean this out so bad. A lot of my other dresses had an underlay, so technically with those dresses I had to make 2 versions of the dress, an underneath part and the overlay. This one I only had to make 1, which was nice. Just finished doing the time-lapse video for July. So sweaty, so hot. I think it's my favorite time-lapse video. The location of my monthly dresses is really important. It has to mix really beautifully with the dress and the whole concept of that particular month. And I wanted the July dress to be shot at a location that felt all-American. I grew up in Camarillo, California, and there's this beautiful, beautiful white colonial style home, and I'm lucky enough to be friends with the owners. And I asked her if I could shoot at her house, and she was gracious enough to let us shoot there, and it was perfect. The home is this beautiful white colonial style home with gorgeous white columns, and I feel like it's a nod to the White House, to the Jefferson Memorial, to so many iconic American homes or buildings. It was on a beautiful property, lots of grass, a big fountain. It was just so perfect. It's my favorite home in Camarillo, and I am so lucky to have been able to shoot there.
We shot at this house before. I used to have a skirt line. It was called Take a Bow Skirt, and I shot all my skirts here at this house. It's my favorite house. So I grew up in this city, and it's fun to be back at this gorgeous location. So I'm launching the dress on July 3rd, which is the anniversary of when my dad passed. And I have lilies in some of the shots, just kind of in his memory. We use lilies kind of as a symbolism to remind us of him when he passed away, so I wanted to include lilies in the shot and kind of dedicate the dress to him.
So we did sparklers and lit them and twirled with them, and it was really cool. As I held the sparklers up toward my face, they cast a really cool light on my face that kind of lit up the look of the dress, and in the images it really came across beautifully. I love the effect of the sparklers. So it was really fun to shoot this dress. It wasn't stressful. Some other dress shoots, like maybe when I was like underwater, those are a little bit more stressful. If you haven't seen the January dress, go watch the footage of me shooting underwater. It was terrible, terrifying, horrible, mixed it was terrible, but the pictures are cool. Jill, Jordan, and I had so much fun shooting this dress. The feel of the shoot was more calm, more relaxed. We knew the look we wanted. We had the whole location to ourselves, and it was just fun to walk around a gorgeous property in a gorgeous dress.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes! And I'm proud to be an American.
I haven't done a braid yet for any of my monthly dresses, so I decided to do this really cool braid. And if you want to get really like super cheesy, I did think about Betsy Ross sewing. I'm not gonna go there. I can't go there. I'm too deep. But just like the intricacy of making the flag. Please keep watching. I promise I'm not so cheesy, and like braiding the hair. Maybe we need to take this part out, but that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's very patriotic. Oh, and I swear, I'm proud to be an American. Party in the USA. Like every American song you can think of that was going through my head through our whole shoot. We couldn't not sing.
Children in power, thank my lucky stars to be standing here today.
Are you ready? We're good.
Proud to be
There we go.
an American.
Listen, no.
Baby, you're a firework. Come on,
Dinner.
Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Dim sum.
Corn dogs. Dim sum.
You have to see the dress from all angles to really appreciate it. So like, you kind of have to see it on the monthly dress tour in real life. Just picture walking up to the July dress and being able to walk completely around the dress and see it from the front and the back. I mean, that's really when it sings. And it probably sings like the Stars from the Banner. That's the song it sings. I feel like this dress I was able to connect with you guys on an even deeper level. Part of what makes the monthly dress series so much fun for me is being able to kind of read your story and how you connect with each of the dresses. Super classic, super American, and patriotic. I mean, it is 100% the July dress.